Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, West Coast Wild Child. In the usual fashion for my channel, I am making the intro in another hostel, because that's usually where I find myself editing my videos. One video of many about my travels in the United States. I cannot yet say how many videos it will actually turn into, but the first video will at least cover LA, which is the place I flew to from Hawaii, and I stayed there with a friend I met in Hawaii. Actually, we had a ton of fun, and San Diego and Las Vegas will probably be in this video as well. So if you are interested to see that, yeah, just continue watching. Hope you have a good time. Leave a like if you want to, and consider subscribing. Thank you. Enjoy. And quite on brand, the first stop in my US travels was the beach. And not just any beach, but the Venice Beach in LA, which, yeah, I do watch a lot of YouTube, and I do follow a few influencers that live in LA, so I have seen this beach a lot of times, you know, on the YouTubes, and never in real life, and it is massive. I actually think this is the biggest beach I have ever seen. Like, I have seen a lot of beaches on my travels. Like, if you've been following my videos so far, you know I've been to a lot of places, but this beach is just, it's so huge. Wow. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I want to live here. Not gonna lie, it is a bit cloudy today, but I didn't want to stay too long yesterday because I wanted to come back to, you know, the hostel before it got too dark. Still pretty nice, but yeah, I feel like there's some weird people running around here, so I didn't want to come back too late. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty cool. I rented a bike today, and I mean, the canals are still pretty good. But yeah, let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into today, huh? Oh my god, I want to live here. It's so pretty, and it's so quiet and so calm, and I don't know, I just love it. I guess I just need to get rich. Yeah, I'm working on that. Bike is, in my opinion, by far the superior method to get around, and around the Venice Beach it is no different. And I took the bike, hopped onto it, and went from my hostel to the Venice Beach skate park, which is a very famous skate park, and which you may or may not have seen footage of before. Like I said, someone who watches a lot of YouTube and a lot of influencers living there, I have seen this park a lot of times, and it was just really cute. Really fun to finally get there and see it in person. People there are so crazy good. I was like, holy moly, like they are, I don't know, elite. And not too far from Venice and Muscle Beach, we have Santa Monica, which is a pier where you have basically a whole ass amusement park on top. Like, there's a lot to do and a lot to see, a lot of people. It's a very touristy spot, but I mean, I'm a tourist, so of course I had to go. And yeah, they also have some cute little shops. They have all the tourist stuff, like the magnets, the postcards, the souvenirs, everything you like to shop. And yeah, again, huge beach. Like so crazy big, it's insane. And yeah, a lot of fun rides. I actually did not do any rides here, but I quite enjoyed myself. Like, there was a lot of people around. There are also quite a few restaurants if you're hungry. And it's just a very iconic place. Like, again, I've seen it so many times online, and it's just so cool that, I don't know, it's actually a place where you can actually go. Yeah, I had a fabulous time out here, just running around, taking in the sights and drinking in the atmosphere. Everybody was very happy here, I guess, because a lot of tourists are here and they are away for the holidays and stuff. But yeah, Santa Monica Pier is sure a very good time. You can absolutely walk by foot between Venice Beach and Santa Monica Pier. It would take you a while because it's actually pretty far. Like I said, I had a bike and I think it was fabulous. Also, there are quite some weird people around, I would say, so I don't recommend going here at night by yourself. There is a lot of addiction and not so nice stuff here, so I would just be a bit careful, especially if you're alone. But again, that's also actually one of the reasons why I rented a bike, because I really wanted to see the sunset here, and the sunset was amazing. But then I did not want to, walk back, because the hostel I was staying in was, I guess, like a 40 minutes walk away from the beaches, and I did not feel like I wanted to walk there by myself at night. So yeah, be careful if you are solo traveling. Again, the skate park was just super cool, and people were just so insanely good. It was so nice to just stand and watch everybody. I have stood on a skateboard like 5 times in my life. I would say for a complete beginner I was not that bad, but obviously I'm worlds apart from these guys that have been doing this like they were kids basically. And yeah, just a really nice place to hang around. It sure is pretty in the evening too. Again, just like I said, watch out for some of the people, but really nice anyways. Oh my god. The next day I went to a lookout with a guy from my hostel. I actually don't remember what this lookout is called. It's like a mountain, and you have a lot of stairs to go up here. It was extremely sweaty. It's cool. And then I met up with my friend that I met in Hawaii, and I stayed with her for a few days. I stayed in a hostel the first 2 days, and then I met up with her for the remaining ones. And we went to the Century City Mall, which is the fanciest mall I have ever seen. I could literally live here. Beautiful. Also, this made me laugh so hard, and I find it quite accurate. Like, everybody uses the metric system, but the US will use anything but, even walruses seems to be better to them, which is maybe why literally every single toilet looks like this, like everybody can see inside. I don't understand how hard it is to put a door on, but yeah. This is Air One in Beverly Hills. It's the ridiculously most fancy food store in the world. And apparently you can even see the Kardashians shopping here sometimes, so FYI, pretty cool. We got a very expensive macaron, which was actually really tasty. Usually I don't like these because they are just too sweet, but these are quite good. And then we went to Rodeo Drive, which is basically all the fancy stores. In LA you have the Gucci, the Prada, the Max Mara, the I don't know what. And they also have the Pretty Woman Hotel, where they filmed the movie Pretty Woman. I absolutely need to rewatch that because I've seen it like 100 years ago. Then we went to the Beverly Hills sign because of course you need a selfie there as a tourist. They had an insane like art exhibition on the way. Super, super cool. And then we went to Hollywood's Walk of Fame, which has been on my bucket list forever, and finally I got to go. Hollywood is the same thing goes here. It's a bit weird at night, so probably don't go alone. It might be a bit unsafe. This is the Chinese theater, and underneath they have a lot of fun stuff like celebrities' footprints and stuff. And of course I had to visit the heroes of my childhood. And actually I got I got a star of my own. Can you believe it? When I sent this picture to my mom, she was like, "How did you do that?" Well, it's pretty easy actually, but it looks pretty good, right? I loved it. I was living. Then we got some more bubble tea because it is my passion. And then the next day we went to the Last Bookstore, which my friend knew what it was. It's basically a super, super cool bookstore that looks like a vintage bookstore / Hogwarts. And I was there around Halloween, so they had some pretty sick decorations, which was awesome. And yeah, I just really, really enjoyed myself. And they had some nice wall art, paintings, shenanigans, so well made. And then in the evening I made Swedish meatballs for my friend as a thank you for having me over. And again the next day we went to this mall where you can actually see the Hollywood sign, because I was just too lazy to hike up there. Like, I had the intentions, but then I was like, no. Then we went to the Melrose Trading Post, which is basically a huge weekend market. They have everything and everything you could ever want. It was super, super cool. It was huge. I did actually not film that much just because I was kind of busy trying to hunt for treasures, you know? But I managed to catch a little bit, and yeah, super, super cool. Then I hopped onto a bus and went to San Diego. I believe it took around 6 hours to get here. Actually, I don't remember. They had some sick vintage stores. Like, look at this. I know some people would go insane in here, but for me, this is the treasure hunt of my life. Like, oh my god, all the small, nice, shiny little trinkets. Like, I was living. I spent so much time in here, and I may or may not have found some treasures actually. One of the things I actually found was this seashell, and it said Hawaii on it. And I mean, I just came from Hawaii, so I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna get that. Usually I feel bad for buying seashells and stuff, but I feel like if it's vintage, like it's so old already, like, yeah, it's not gonna do that much harm. That was so funny. I just sent a package home. I didn't want to send a package home actually, but I thought, you know what, it's too heavy, I just want to get rid of some stuff, and so I did. And I went to the post office here in San Diego, and the woman who is working here, one of the women, she actually comes from Sweden, which was amazing. Elderly woman, she was super cool. She has done about the same thing as me. Where she, when she was 17, pretty much quit her job and just traveled around the world backpacking. She was broke sometimes, and she got all her money stolen in the Philippines, and yeah, I don't know, and now she's here. We had so much to talk about. We even talked so much that we almost sent my package to the Arab Emirates, which would have sucked, but she saw it in time and she fixed it, and you know, yeah, it was just a really good time. She was super cool, and yeah, that's so funny. I mean, you never know what kind of people you meet when you're out traveling, and it's just so fun. So she was like, when I left, she was like, oh yeah, if you're staying here for a few days, just pop in and say hi one day maybe if you want. I was like, oh yeah, sure. And the treasure hunt continues. This is a store that had like every single seashell you could ever imagine, and I wanted to buy so many of these, but I can't really bring them in my backpack because it's already full, and I don't know if I would actually be able to bring everything. This little whale shark with like pearls on it, it was wild. I loved it so much. They had just the most fun ornaments I have ever seen. And actually one of the seashells, it's a blue one that they had in the store, I found it for half the price in the secondhand store next door. Secondhand store next door, hehe, tongue twister. But yeah, they just had so much fun stuff here, and again, I was in here for, I mean, so long. I don't even know. I usually don't clock myself while shopping, but this took a while. These shark jaws are not real, neither the jaws nor the teeth, but it was still pretty fun to look at. And so this is Ocean Beach, which is one of the beaches in San Diego, and my hostel was literally a 5-minute walk up the street from here. I would say it was not as pretty as Venice Beach and stuff, just because there was more like seagrass, like more stuff on the beach, but nonetheless beautiful. And I actually chose the hostel because it was so close to the beach. And yes, San Diego is just very cozy. I had no concept of how San Diego was at all before I came, but I really liked it. It is super cozy, super nice. I enjoyed myself a lot. Okay, it is a bit cloudy today, but you know what that means? Less beach and more shopping. So let's see what we can find. And with every purchase, I'm very efficiently making my trip a bit shorter. But there is so much fun vintage here, I can't help myself, it's just so much fun. This store was absolutely insane. I ended up filming a lot because this is exactly the aesthetic that my mom likes, and she watches on my videos. So here we go, Mom, this is for you. Actually, I think it's quite good that we did not go here together, because me and my mom, when we go thrifting together, we are a force of nature. Like, nothing can stop us, and we will probably buy way too much. So luckily I was here by myself, but that did not stop me from shopping. And no, I did not buy these pretty nasty Chanel ballet shoes. I didn't even know that existed, to be honest. But yeah, there was just so much cool old pretty much French vintage stuff, I would say, mostly. And yeah, what can I say? The treasure hunt was on. I again was here for a long time. Like, this is what I did a whole day. I was just walking around in these stores and I loved it. So yeah, enjoy. When I actually came out of the store, I went to the beach for a little bit, and even the seagulls here are huge. I'm not sure if that even is a seagull or something else. Like, that bird was like double the size of a seagull. Anywhoozin, I actually found this little Swarovski clam. It is a kind of crystal. Not crazy expensive, but it's vintage. I got a really good deal on this, and it's beautiful. And so this is actually a hotel close to the beach. It had the most insane murals I've ever seen. Like, the colors were just so popping. And yeah, so I basically have footage from all around the house because the paintings were just so nice. Beautiful. Whoever the artist is, I admired their work. Then there was a farmer's market, like literally right outside the hostel. They have this every Wednesday, I believe. And you can shop pretty much anything, like all the touristy stuff. They also had a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. And then the next day we rented a car and went to the Joshua Tree National Park, which is in the Mojave Desert, I don't know how to say that. But I really wanted to go here, and I knew I didn't want to go by myself. So I found two girls in the hostel that wanted to join me, and we rented this huge Jeep, pictures of it later. And yeah, we drove here. And I believe we drove actually quite a little bit to get here, but it's super cool. Apparently Joshua trees, they only grow kind of right here and around California, and not in any other part of the world. Like, you can't find them anywhere else, not in Australia, not in other parts of the States. They only grow here. And they are a pretty fun mix between like a tree and a cacti almost. And yes, what can I say? We needed to get those pics. And yeah, I have never been in a desert like this before. Like, not that I've been in that many deserts, but super cool. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, a lot of photo opportunities, and I mean, everything is also just more fun when you can share it with someone. And actually the Mojave Desert is right next to the Colorado Desert, which is so this is basically the border to the Colorado Desert. And what's pretty funny is, as soon as you cross over the border, you don't have a single Joshua tree anymore, but everything is just cacti. Cacti, I'm not sure. But yeah, you have these plants instead of Joshua trees, and it is very abrupt. It's literally as if somebody was like removed all the Joshua trees from a certain point. Like, they just disappear immediately, and all you're left with is these cacti. Super cool. I don't think I've ever been in a spiky desert like this. I believe this was called the Oasis. This is yet another spot. It's so nice when you have a car to get around. Like, this would not have been possible at all if you don't have a car. And we actually wanted to go to a place, I think, yeah, like it was called the Oasis, like it was a little lake, I believe, but we were there pretty late and the sun started to go down. So we actually didn't make it all the way, but just look how beautiful that is. Wow! I love this place, honestly. It was so quiet and peaceful. Lovely. After a few days in San Diego, I hopped on yet another bus and went to Viva Las Vegas. Oh yeah, baby! So this is the Strip, which is the main road where basically all the big hotels and casinos are located. And yeah, I basically just took a stroll down to the Strip, and I went into this insane shopping center. The Wynn Esplanade, like this, is one of the fanciest malls I've ever seen. I feel so underdressed to this, they're gonna kick me out. I look like this. They're gonna kick me out. Like I said, I felt like an absolute slob walking around here, but not everybody was well dressed in here, so I guess it was fine, but I just felt wildly out of place, and wished I had some nicer clothes, but what you gonna do? Like, everything was like white marble, and then they had this big ass, I don't know, garden in the middle of it, like, wow. I was amazed. I was just walking around here and like looking at everything with my camera like the tourist that I am. But I mean, look at that. It's like an enchanted forest in the mall. Like, this is... What? Insane. And also in the middle of it all, they just randomly had a Formula 1 car standing around. Pretty cool. Yeah, like, I was living in here. It's so beautiful. Well, they haven't kicked me out yet, even though I look like this, so... Also, yes, we are in Vegas. You can gamble absolutely everywhere. And all the decorations are just top-notch. Like, oh my god, you are so entertained just by walking in a mall. I don't even know what to say. Awesome. This is another part of the mall. They had like a bird singing. Beautiful. And also, I mean, when do you find a mall that looks like this? What? And this is, I believe, actually on the way to the Venetian. I think the malls are connected somehow. I'm not sure, actually. Like, did I ever go out? Actually, I don't remember. Vegas is a maze. They don't really want you to use the sidewalks because, I mean, they want you to go into the casinos and the shopping and stuff and lose all your money. So yeah, but this is the Venetian. They have a whole ass canal. They have gondolas. You can take a boat ride in here. It's just wild. I mean, look at that. Like, they literally built a mini version of Venice inside a mall. That's quite wild. And I mean, everything is fake here. The sky that you see, the clouds, a little bit sunset, fake. All of that is completely fake. It's a ceiling. It is different lights. Nevertheless, very impressive. And the shopping, oh my god. Like, do I need this peacock? Okay, maybe not. And I definitely don't have the budget for it. But I mean, it is very impressive, and as someone who has been to Venice, the real one in Italy, I mean, the aesthetics are quite spot on. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously it doesn't feel like Venice at all, but I mean, look-wise, like, aesthetically, awesome. Super cool. Again, everything is fake. The ceiling is fake. The buildings are fake. I actually think most of them are just facades. But nonetheless, crazy impressive. I had a lot of fun just walking through here. And like, they do have a lot of themes with the casinos and the hotels and stuff. And I would definitely say the Venetian is my favorite. I just think it looks so good, and it's huge, and I mean it looks pretty authentic, I have to say. Like, if you don't look too much at everything around it, but no, it's pretty cool, I love it. When you feel like you are done with Venice, you can just jump a little bit further down the street to Paris, where you have the Eiffel Tower, and all the restaurants are like French themed. And yeah, you can basically travel all the iconic places in Europe in one day. Also, they have like the Caesar somewhere around there. It's also a more Italy inspired hotel, I believe. And especially at night, Las Vegas comes alive. Like all the the blinking neon lights, and it's just so glittery and sparkly, and wow, just so much to look at. And they also have New York, which is, I mean, they have a small Statue of Liberty, and they also have a pretty crazy ride that I don't think it is, you can't take it at night, but just look at it, how cool that is. Like, what? I felt like I traveled the whole world just in one single day. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I just played blackjack for the first time, and I bet $30 on my lucky number 8, and I did win. I won on the first spin, can you imagine? How fun is that? I was like, what? And because I was so I have never played anything in a casino before. I don't know how it works, I don't know how much you win, I don't know anything. So basically I just rocked up at the table with the blackjack, and I was like, hey, I want to play, what is like the minimum you can bet? And she said it was 25, and I didn't have any change, so I bet 30. And I won on the first spin. There's an age limit of 21 years, and apparently I look very young, so she was like, how old are you, honey? And I was like, I'm 30. And everybody around the table laughed a bit. And then we bet, and I won. And she asked me, do you know how much you won? And I said, no. I have no idea how much you win in a blackjack. And she said, and I didn't understand her at first. I thought she said I won $75. And I was like, okay, great, that's good. I mean, I bet 30 and I won 75, that's great. And she was like, oh, no, 175. And I was like, what, really? Awesome. And then I played one more round and didn't win anything. And then a friend of mine sent me a message. She is coming to Vegas for a stopover, just a few hours. And she texted me and wanted to meet up. And I was like, okay, guess I'm checking out, bye. Yeah, so I left the casino with $170 more, in my pocket? Or how does it work if you bet $30? Yeah, I mean, I left with $170, which is great. It was awesome, and honestly, I feel like I could win more, which I know is the most stupid thing to say. But the thing is, when I was watching another dude play the blackjack before me, he also got an 8, and I was like, I think I can win today. And I mean, I did. I won on the first spin. So I'm waiting for my friend to arrive, and then I said I'm gonna do one more spin this night, one more, and that's it. So there you have it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you as always for watching. And yeah, the next few videos will be about the stage as well. So if you're interested to see that, please stay tuned and yeah, stay nice and happy and cozy and warm until the next video. Bye!